Hello, ever wanted your system to have a cool animation when it boots up instead of just showing this wall of text when your system boots up? Then this is the right video for you. We're just doing a bit of experimenting to make our system feel like a system instead of making us look like a nerd in front of our friends and family. So here's what we are doing actually. First up, let me just open up the browser and let me show you what I'm talking about. So there is something called Plymouth. This is kind of like a splash screen manager. Oh yeah, I need to put Arc in here because it just shows that. But yeah, as you can see, I did visit it. But here we go. So we have this configs and stuff. But this basically just allows us to have themes on our splash screen. And I'll demonstrate this. And I think it's better to demonstrate it than just to kind of tell you about it. So yeah, give me a moment. So here you can see this the 1090X Plymouth theme. These are like a lot of themes are in here. So I'll try to link it in the description below. So make sure to check this out. And why I'm telling you this is you can actually see previews of what you want to kind of have on your system. And keep note that if your system is really fast, so if it boots up in like milliseconds, which you will see also in here, it may kind of be kind of slow for you. So it may just flash your splash screen, then just boot into your system. But if you have a system that boots in like 1, 2, or 3 seconds, maybe even 10 seconds, if it takes a bit to boot, I think this is probably a great way to kind of give a visual to your system instead of just looking at a black screen and waiting for it to boot up. Anyway, I want this theme. Like I do like it, but what is this? Connect? You know what? Sure. Also, you can check all of them. So if I just select cubes, let's go cubes. Open in new tab, and it should open up. There you go. You can see it gives us a preview of what this theme will look like. So enough of the talking. Let me show you what you actually have to do. Now let me just open up my terminal in here, and we'll be living in this for a bit. So wait, keep it in mind. Sorry. So hold on. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and leave a like on the video and buckle up because here's what you need. First up, you need Yay, and not specifically Yay, you need an OR helper. You can do it directly from AUR. You need Plymouth, but if you just search for it in the pacman repository, if you just do sudo pacman-ss Plymouth. So what do you need to do? First up is you need to install Plymouth. Now again, I do have all of them installed just to show you. So if I do pacman-s, we can do Plymouth, and this will install Plymouth itself. But if you are using KDE or KDE Plasma, you can do Plymouth.kcm. So you can also have this as well. So what this will do, let me first install it, then I'll show you. So it is installed already in my system, but just wait for it to install. So there you go, it is installed. Now what does that KCM do? So I am already using, let me just put this in the side, why not? So if I just go into my settings, in here, if you again have using KDE for a while, there should be an option called global themes. So there you go, as you can see, we have global themes. And if I get in here, at the bottom of the menu, you'll see something called BootSplash screen. And this is what Plymouth adds. And as you can see, I have 2 themes installed. So I have this Windows 10 one, which is really ironic, and I do have this colorful thing. But how do you actually install these themes? So that's where Yay comes in. And you can see there is like a lot of instructions here and on how you can do this. So in case you need a written reference, I'll put this link in the description. You can follow along. Let's say I want to let's install this. So I need to type this. Like you can also get the whole repository. Like if you have way too much storage and you like to change it up a lot, you can just download this, or you can, as you can see, it says releases. So there are versions that you can download individually. But I would say since we are doing this in archlinux, like we have an edge with the Yay thing. So if I just copy this over, and now it will say to name the theme. So let's say I want cubes. If I just type in cubes-kit, so make sure the theme name will be in between this. So we can just press enter, and this will install the cubes theme, and just wait for it to install. And while you are waiting, make sure to check out our shop where you can get like desk mats, t-shirts, and they're very minimalistic and very simple design. So you can just use it in your day-to-day life. And if you use Arc, you need to show off that. So make sure to get one. Or if you don't want anything, you can just donate to the channel, which helps out a ton and encourages me to make more of this video to help you guys out in finding out nice, quirky, and helpful behaviors from Arc and Windows. So make sure to check those out. So there you go. I think it is almost installed, and there you go. It is installed. So with KDE, like I'll just give you a quick overview. What you have to do is just, if you go here, you just select it, you just hit apply, and it just applies it. Like that's it with KDE. It's that simple. But in case you are not using KDE, this is the one we need. We can just type in this. First, let's type in this to see what themes are installed. So we can do this. There you go. It shows us what themes are installed, and we can also just copy this. And let's say we want to install boxes. So we can do, cubes. Why do I keep calling it boxes? horses. If I do cubes, it should give us the theme. But there is a bit more work to be done. So hold on, don't jump to your horses. Sorry, jump the gun. There is a bit more work that needs to be done before you can actually use it. Because if you are using a raw arc install, or if you installed it manually, and we're using the grub loader, by the way, we have to tell it that, hey, we have a splash screen and I want you to show it. So what you have to do is first go to this file right here, which is the grub loader file. Open it up, and let me just make this a bit bigger. So in the grub cmd line, this line right here, make sure to add quiet. Like if in case it does exist, you don't have to do anything, but make sure quiet exists. And you can do this, which is udev log dash priority 3, this line right here, and make sure, like absolutely make sure you have splash in there, because it may seem obvious, but it may not be there. And if it isn't there, you will rip your hair out just to figure out why the heck it didn't work. Speaking from experience. So anyway, we have that, so we can just hit Control S, Control X. So save that, and then, oh my god, why am I Control X? Yes. So there you go. Now after you have saved it, we have to update the grub. So this is the command to update grub. Make sure to update it. So update it basically. And when that is done, here is the file where you can just manually set the, like, see what config is here. So let me just get that. There you go. So this is the file you can just get in, and you can see there is a few lines here which says show delay. This is by default is 0. And again, in case if you have this where it's like instantly like popping up and going off, you can just put it at 5 or something, so it doesn't show up. It doesn't do that blinking effect, and that doesn't look good. But for now, I'll just keep it at 0. And the moment you all have been waiting for, let's do sudo pacman-s. So the moment you all have been waiting for, we can do sudo reboot. Now you can see it shows the cube, and again, since my system boots up really fast, like it doesn't get a chance to wait around and kind of sink in the glory of this thing. So yeah, I think this is best suited for like systems that are a bit old or like not as fast. Like I'm using an NVMe SSD, so it's like blazingly fast. But if you have a system that takes a bit to boot, like it's not, I don't say slow, it's like a bit to boot, and you have a bit of time when the text just comes up, and like it's just slowly, there's the black voids rolls, and you want something to kind of have that theme on it, a splash on it. But again, here's something, like if you don't want to see it, like, or like let's say it's taking a bit and you want to see if it's something, there's some error on it, you can actually press escape and it will just show the real, like it does only a flash there because again it's way too fast, but it will give you kind of something to look at while you are booting your system. Or maybe just fool your friends that install the Windows 10 one or maybe Mac OS one, and fool your friends into thinking you use Windows or Mac OS. But once it boots up, maybe just hit them with that hyperland config and leave them speechless. Just tell them I use Arc, by the way. Anyway, if you find this video helpful, or if you found this video mildly entertaining, maybe you want to do this, maybe you don't want to do this, just leave a like on the video, make sure to check out the shop, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.